Good morning and welcome to the Naval Tick Tinker. Today we're gonna glass and put carbon fiber to the boat. Alex, is it gonna be a real boat?
Yeah!
Yay! So today we're taking that piece of wood and making it a real boat with epoxy, glass fiber, carbon fiber, kevlar and everything. After a lot of sanding, I finally got to this stage, putting on all the different composite materials. Well, wood is a composite, lignin and fiber. But anyway, so we're going to strengthen that now with a lot of different materials and hopefully make it real darn cool with this carbon fiber Kevlar. So let's talk about why and how I'm doing what. So my first goal is to put this glass fiber mat, which I have 5 meters. And the reason I'm going to use this is it really easy goes around corners. It's kind of easy to work with, but one of its main properties is that it's actually soaks a lot of epoxy, but it also bonds really well against wood. So if I would take this glass fiber mat I have here and put it on, probably not the best, but it would work. But this one is way better. It also builds some bulk, and as you can see, it goes in every direction. So it's not super strong, but it builds a good first layer. And after that, we go to the carbon fiber, which is the black ones, going left and right here, in this direction and this direction. And the purpose of this is to build rigidity, but also impact resistance, and to look damn cool. I really love this material. It's gonna look so awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that in 2 pieces, and because it can't, you can see it doesn't go all the way, and I can't stop there. So I'll have to build first take on the sides and then put something in the middle. I don't care how it looks really under the boat, but yeah, I'll have to put something in the center. So, but it's good. I might have a seam with them overlapping, but that's totally cool because that just makes it stronger. And after I'm done with this one, we're gonna go to the glass fiber mat, which is this one. And I was hoping that I bought 45-degree one, but I probably forgot this one in my summer house, the one I had, and it's probably the same one, so I didn't know. But it's also unidirectional. I mean, it's in 2 directions only. I would have wished that I had like 45-degree angles, because the carbon fiber is going this and what's it called, Kevlar 2. So that brings a lot of strength in those directions. And maybe I could do like this. I'll just cut pieces of it and lay it in 45 degrees like this, because then you would have the kind of torsion forces being worked at with or handled with this one. But I doubt I'll do that. It's gonna be real tricky to cut these in pieces and put it to 45-degree angles, and there's gonna be seams, and it's gonna be nasty with endless of sanding. And my goal today is to do this in one go. So I have approximately 1.5 liters of epoxy left. I have ordered more, so if I can't, it's okay. I could just, you know, get to where I get, and then I can continue on Tuesday when I get 3 more liters of that one. But finally, I'm going to put this one on, and this one has 2 purposes. One is when you steer, I want it to kind of, it makes it easier to steer if you have something like a keel going out a little bit. But the number one thing is, of course, impact. Most likely, since this is a bit V-shaped, it will hit something here, and I will then have to screw this on and put this over, just over here. I don't care if it becomes ugly. I could even paint it black under. I could probably even put, like, I don't know, some sheets of metal under here, just to protect if I hit anything, because this is for my son and I want it to be damn safe. But enough talking, let's get going. I don't know the next time I can kind of hold the camera, but anyways, I use this soft squishy roller to just get a base coat on here, and then we're gonna start with the first layer of glass fiber, the multi-directional one, the mat. And I mixed about 200 grams epoxy together with the weight, so I get the right proportions. So now it's time to get rolling, literally. And a few hours later, so we got it glassed in the first layer. Now I'm gonna continue in the back with pure carbon fiber because I want the black carbon look in the back. So yeah, the epoxy is running out, so I'll definitely have to either wait. This glass fiber mat takes tons of epoxy, but that's okay. It creates a lot of strength, I guess. I hope. This is a bit overkill. I had this guy coming over who is also very interested in and builds boats, and I said this was overkill, and it probably is, but okay. I can live with overkill. I can't live with not doing it strong enough. So yeah, this was a pain, I can tell you, but you just work over it, and it softens up, and you can kind of play around and kind of get it closer, and you gotta walk with where is it? Here we go. Yeah, this one, like this one, to get all the air bubbles out. So yeah, I think I'll do like this. I need to continue today. I need to get as far as possible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and buy more epoxy. I really want that because I want to get as far as possible today. But right now it's carbon fiber in the back time, so it's gonna be black in the back of the boat, which is cool. It kind of delaminates here. It's a little bit tricky. You can kind of see how it's bubbles up there. Don't know really what to do there, but maybe I can just wait until the epoxy gets a little bit harder and then push it in. It's just gotta work yourself into it. work. Should have probably been longer, like I did all the way out there, and then it stayed much easier because it gets more area to connect to. But yeah, this is what I have. My first little boat build, so I'm learning. So always use a bit extra over, helps a lot. Anyways, carbon fiber time. Carbon fiber on. So you can see it goes easy there, but it was too short, so it's kind of popping out there. I'm just gonna wait for the epoxy to kind of start curing and then just force it in when it's getting there. I also put it under into the boat, so whatever was hanging down there, I got into the boat. I don't have a clue how that looks like, but I'll be able to see that in a while. So I do want to continue today, and my epoxy is out. I used 1.5 kilos or liters for this with the carbon fiber. Now it's all out, and it was kind of when you cut this mat, you can see it kind of goes like straight. It's kind of thick, so you just kind of play with it and you can kind of get it more smoothed out, so you don't cut like a straight cut line here. That seems to work well. I did the same thing here because I had to cut here to get it working well, and yeah, it's popping out a little bit, but a little bit progress. Finally found some scissors. I could actually cut the carbon fiber of this larger one off, and since that one is still sticky, I could just push this on and just use here. And now it's time to mix the epoxy that I went to buy. Damn, it's expensive to buy that epoxy just around here. I wish I could just get the Amazon one, but yeah, I'll leave a little bit over, so I don't know, let's see, maybe I'll just cut this off. I haven't decided. It's kind of good that it goes over each other, but I already have this one here, so yeah. But it will be a spicy looking boat for sure. Yeah, so cool. Let's continue putting epoxy on this. And there we go. Black carbon fiber in the back, and this Kevlar carbon all around. And when I think I'm just gonna cut this off because I'm gonna have like a frame here around here anyways. So not super nice there, but I mean, this is mostly for protection anyways. As I said, this is for my son, and he's 7 years old, so I am building the bulletproof jet boat. So yeah, it's gonna look damn cool, I think, when it's done, especially from the side, since it's more aligned everything around that direction. So yeah, now it's time for glass fiber. Then I painted this one black, And that one gonna go straight up on that one up here. Cool, let's go glassing because this day is going quicker than I thought. Final layer, glass fiber to protect the carbon fiber and the Kevlar. So if anything hits, the glass can get destroyed, but the toughness and the stiffness is going to come from the carbon fiber. So let's put epoxy on this so it will look like glass and not like this. Don't particularly like this seam. Maybe I'll cut it off. I think they should be a little bit overlapping though. Yeah, let's keep it like it is. So for some reason it hasn't cured, and I think it was below 20 degrees Celsius last night. So it's kind of semi-cured, which is really nice because then I can actually just saw this, and it actually goes off pretty easy here, because this would have been hell to sand off or try to go. I mean, this is now soon cured glass fiber and carbon fiber and Kevlar. And Kevlar is, as you know, they make bulletproof vest out of those. So, but it goes easy off right now, so I'll do that so I have a clean line here. Then I can just put something on here, the wood I'm planning to put on here, plywood, and it will look clean. You can see I couldn't even reach inside, so I got like horrible delamination here, but it doesn't matter. The idea is to have wood over here, so that's not bad. But yeah, gonna take a little bit of these things off. So cool. This will look nice, I think. So right now you can see glass fiber, but I'll sand that off and clear coat this, and it will be this black and yellow looky thing with the carbon fiber and Kevlar. I think that's gonna look real nice when it's done. I wanted to give you an image, maybe you can see. I mean, this is so thick, it's ridiculous. It's almost as thick as the plywood, if you can see. So there is a little bit gap there, but I don't mind. It's okay. It's really sticking well to the plywood. It's just on the top there because there was movement from the saw, but I will put something around here and maybe drain it in epoxy. Let's see. Doesn't matter. It is real cool to have this done like this now. It will be way easier to work with from now. Lovely night here in Sweden, and what I will do is to start sanding this down. I am so sick and tired of epoxy right now, but there's nothing to do. You can also see it has been standing on this and it got a little bit ugly, so I've decided to first sand this down, then I'm gonna put tape here and just paint the bottom black. I don't need it to be this carbon fiber Kevlar looking one, and with the seams here, a little bit carbon hanging there, it's not that beautiful anyways. So what I like is to have this on the side, and my son, since this is my son's boat, he chose a light blue color at the top. Absolutely not my favorite, but to hell with it. It's my son's boat, he has to choose. We can repaint it later if he doesn't like it later. So time to wear some protective mask and gloves, because here comes the sanding. I hate sanding. It's another day, and I have bought this lightweight epoxy filler, and as you can see there's a gap here, small one, but still there is, especially there. And what I'm gonna do now is to fill that out. And actually I sanded this and probably drive my neighbors nuts, but it's still kind of rough, and I mean, I just can't do this everywhere. It just takes forever. And my hands were full with glass fiber. I forgot to wear the gloves. Wear gloves, always. So the goal here is just in a few minutes, put some epoxy filler there, and then actually pull a little bit here also, all over. I think that's gonna be okay. If it's not, I'll have to redo, I don't know. But that's the plan. Use like 15 minutes to get a little bit smoother everywhere, and especially now when I'm gonna put the glass fiber over here, this actually helps a lot. You can see it takes a lot of the hits. And I'm gonna put this 400 gram matte one, which is not woven, but you know, in all directions. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And there we go. Now it's smooth and nice. And there's a nice line there that I can sand down a little bit later. Another day and a little bit more sanding. So this is now cured, And I highly recommend, if you do similar, don't do like I did, sit for like 1.5 hours and try to sand the glass fiber down. Instead, just put this epoxy putty, and this is super smooth now, which is real nice. Of course, still before you do, I mean, I had really rough patches here before, and yeah, if there are big inconsistencies, it's better to just sand those down before. So light sand before epoxy putty, but don't like try to get everything smooth. I couldn't, even though I used 1.5 hours, and with machine, no way, nothing almost happened. So, but this worked great. After sanding this down, this is now real smooth. And I need to protect this wood because that's gonna take a lot of hits, like, you know, you pull it in the beach. So I'm putting this 400 gram multi-directional mat on here, and it also handles contours better than the woven 45-degree directional one. So I'm putting a little bit here to kind of hold it in place, otherwise it will start moving, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put this on, put epoxy on now, let it cure, and then when I come back I have to use that same putty as I put here to make it smooth after sanding just a little bit down. Cool. And I just dabbed on this one, so it took a while because it has to set, and but yeah, it's better, but still I guess this one is actually going up a little bit. Don't know what to do about that. Maybe we could try again, just dabbing it a little bit, but I doubt that it will hold. It's just gonna be like that. But the wood under is full of epoxy, so I can't do too much about this right now. Sometimes you can just play around with it for a while like this, like, and it will kind of align the fibers. Like you can rough it up. But yeah, I don't think I could do much more. It's these angles that are tricky with glass fiber. It's just how it is. Come on, down with you. There we go. Yeah, we'll leave it at that and go on a little vacation. We are back where this crazy project started, which is southern Sweden and Skåne. This is lovely summer Sweden, and I just wanted to raise some takeaways before we end this video, and I want to thank you for hanging along until this point. One is, don't overdo like I did with too many layers. It just adds a lot of weight, especially the glass fiber mat. I don't think that's really needed. If you want a cool look, you could just go carbon fiber or carbon fiber Kevlar, and then an outer layer with glass fiber to protect the carbon fiber, because they're kind of brittle. And second, I think one takeaway here is if you are using glass fiber, try to smooth the corners as round as possible. It really helps a lot. I was really struggling with that last one. So yeah, that was it. Anyways, if you like what I'm producing, please like and subscribe. I really enjoyed making it this far. And now, in the next episode, I think we're going to start looking at something real cool. And that is the top of the boat and the jet. So, hope to see you in that episode. Cheers!